What is up, everyone? And this is the last 5 turns, and we are playing standard because it's Wednesday. Wednesday is MTGA day. So anyway, it's been a while since I last opened my MTGA account. I was so busy doing something else in another format. So I went back here only because I wanted to update my deck. And after doing that, I also wanted to like test it out. How good is that build? Really? Like, is it gonna improve my win rate here? So, what am I talking about? Let me show you the deck. So here's the deck. Well, I think I've already uploaded a video once in our YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. But anyway, this is pretty much the deck. So I have 24 lands, I believe. I have a couple of steam vents, couple of I'm just gonna run through the deck real quick. I'm so sorry. So I have a couple of steam vents, couple of Sacred Foundry, a couple of Fabled Passage. I only stick with 2 because I don't want them to draw in as early as turn 2 or turn 3, because the land, yes, though, yeah, it can fetch, but it's more like a glorified version of what's the fetch, like Evolving Wilds, except it's rare. So I'd rather want to get them either in my opening hand or in the latter part of the game, like 4th, 5th turn, because it already comes into play untapped. Anyway, I also included 2 Mystics because Mystic is Mystic. It allows you to get your spells back on top of your library, which I can draw with all of my card draw spells and permanents or planeswalkers. So, what did I change? I've added 4 Omen already. So it used to be 3. I used to have Opt, by the way. Opt is my main card draw. But I've decided to take them all out. I'm not sure if it's a good decision. I will find out very soon. So I have Omen of the Sea now as my main draw engine. And then I've included Omen of the Sun. So this is basically why I took out Opt, because I have to give space to Omen of the Sun. Omen of the Sun now is basically my beatdown option is now Omen of the Sun. And Yorion is the last piece of the puzzle. He is basically, well, instead of putting it as a companion card, which should also require me to up my cards to 60, to 80, from 60 to 80, which I really don't like, because the consistency there, no, you're not going to get that anymore. Unless your deck's going to allow you to have like more than 4 of the cards that you need, then yeah, maybe you can still get more consistency. But at 60 is, I think, this is the best number for Yorion. So I just included Yorion as a main deck instead, so that let's say late game I needed something, I have no cards in hand, then I have Omen of the Sea and Omen of the Sun in play, and I blink them, so it's going to give me card advantage, scry, and a bunch of 1/1 soldiers, and gain 2 life. So very control way of things, very me, I guess, but I like it. I like the idea. But again, we're looking at it, so I'm still discussing and telling you the game plan of the deck. But again, it has to work. It has to work. Otherwise, we're gonna go back to the drawing board. So too much of that, because that's the only thing I've changed. The rest of it is like Shock, Fire Prophecy, which is I'm still thinking about. Do I wanna keep Fire Prophecy because of its cycle added ability instead of, because I'm thinking about Scorching Dragonfire or Fire Prophecy. Which one would you put in your deck? Do you want the one which is a little bit more versatile, plus it exiles whatever it kills, and so instead of going into the graveyard, it's exiled, wherein a lot of effects with a lot of creatures and a lot of cards goes into the graveyard, they can still somewhat get it back. So this is a good option in terms of that kind of deck. However, Fire Prophecy also allows you to cycle a card that you don't want to be in your hand on a particular situation. So they both have their pros and cons, because Fire Prophecy can only target a creature. Scorching doesn't have that cycle option. But yeah, anyway, I'll test out Fire Prophecy for now. And if it doesn't work out, then I'll put Scorching Dragonfire back. But this is pretty much the deck. And I like it for now. I like it so far. So let's just go ahead and test it out, right? I mean, I think I kind of explained the deck to whoever wants to know what the deck is doing. So maybe if you're getting some value out of it, then hit that like button. If you wanted to test out the deck that I just built and see if it's something worth your effort, then by all means. But I'm assuming that you'll probably start trying to build the deck if it started winning as well, right? So let's test it out. Alright. Well, not so good. Aside from the opponents going first, I don't have a red mana. But I will keep it. Why? I have 3 mana. And I can counter whatever the next spell they are going to cast. Yeah, what's this card? For example, that one. So this card is when Fairy Miscreant enters the battlefield, if you control another creature named, draw a card. Since he doesn't, so he didn't draw. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink, and whenever this creature deals combat damage, wow, yeah, I don't want that. That's too much card advantage for you. Alright, I still don't have a red mana. Hopefully he doesn't have another one of these. This is going to be a problem. Gets +1/+1 for each other creature with flying. Create a 1/1 token. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna come in as a 2/2. And I finally have my mountain. I think I don't need another Narset for now. Alright. So you see, that's what I'm talking about regarding Fabled Passage. Getting it too early is so bad, but getting it at this point of the game isn't so bad at all. Now the problem that I have is, I guess I wanted to kill this guy now. Or maybe later. Since this is instant anyway. Yep, he's going to attack me first, which is really good. So I'll be forced to kill this now with... Yes, I'd like to, what do I want to do? Do I want to put anything at the bottom? No, let's keep it as is. Alright, he didn't do anything. Yay. It says here 4 or more. So this is the 4th land. He has 2 cards. I mean 2 open mana, which I really am thinking he is waiting for me to cast something. So let's do that. Let's get that powder spell out of your hands. Oh!
Past, present, and future are bound to hone your prowess.
Alright, well, I like this. Now, I'm assuming he's going to attack Narset. Yeah, he did attack Narset.
Fury will only lead you astray.
Alright. What now? Alright. Well, we can now play the Fabled Passage. I can also cast Teferi.
Right on schedule.
Wow, my opponent's really not casting anything here. So instead, let's keep the ball rolling. I'm gonna end the turn. Alright, so my opponent gave up because he's not drawing his lands, which I completely understand. Well, if you're not drawing your lands, then of course, what else can you do? Your opponent has like 3 planeswalkers on board. Wow, what's that? I don't care. Anyway, let's keep moving. So I guess game 1 is a giveaway. I have 3, I have a counter, I have Mystic, I have... So this, once again, proves what I'm talking about regarding the Fabled Passage. Yeah, I'll keep it. Because you either get it on your opening hand, or you... Well, the thing is, I'm kind of because this one comes into play tap. This one most likely also. But I need blue mana, so yeah, I'll go with the Mystic. Because at least in Fable I can still fetch, wow, whatever card, or I mean whatever basic land I probably would need. What is that? Oh, this is the cycle deck. So if I let him cast that. Nope, I'm not gonna let him cast that. Alright, now we are... Well, this is my... Yeah, too bad. Now, yeah, it's got another one, which I will also cast that as well. So you just have to cast another one. The good news is, if he does cast another cycling whatsoever spell, he won't be able to cycle. He can only cycle next turn, which I already have enough. Oh, there's nothing for him to cast. This is really good. Alright. The problem is, I don't have my colors. So even though that whenever does 1 damage to each opponent, yeah, I guess I can't do anything about it. Or maybe I can. Maybe I can catch a counter spell. Or maybe not. Yeah, but that's fine. Yep, okay, you're good. You got it. That resolves. A cycling deck. Alright. Oh, you're done. Well, let's cast this one too. Wow. Now I have a bunch of Omen. And... yeah. I guess that's fine. Right? Or maybe that's too much Omen of the Sea. Yeah. I got all the fields. My opponent has a bunch of basic lands. So my Field of Ruins a little bit useless. The cycling part here is kind of scary, but sure. Alright, now he starts doing it. Oh, he's got another one. Alright. Now that's your biggest mistake, my friend. Unless you have something... Oh, no, not yet. Now, no, he doesn't. You only have 2 planes left. I'll block that. Why can't I block that? Alright. So far, is so good. So I managed to keep him off of the permanents that uses, or the creatures, I mean, that... Oh, no. Activated abilities that aren't mana costs 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce mana. Sure. It's not haste, right? Alright, now... if there's any good time... Wow! If there's any good time for me to get something Like actually something. You know what? Let's cast this.
Sorry I'm late.
It's not trample, right? Target creature can't block this turn. So let's bounce.
Here.
Omen. And let's cast this. And yep, pass the turn. A bit lucky getting that Banishing Light. Enters the battlefield, exile target card, and then you may play that next turn. What did he exile? The one that creates a bunch of tokens. Is this trample? No. So I will up this.
No,
Play
I am
this.
not making this up as I go.
And pass the turn. So if he does cast that, which he will, and he will start cycling, definitely. Or he will attack first, which I will not allow. Now, if you want to cycle, that's fine with me. Go ahead, but they will all die. Yeah, sure. Create a token. The only problem is, you still have 4 cards. Dranith. Alright.
Here goes nothing.
Now, if there's a better time for me to draw Yorion, now should be the best time. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do this. How about if I block you? Now you either pump your creature or you kill one of my blockers so that Dranith don't die. Otherwise, it's an equal trade-off. Or you can cycle. Yeah. Whenever cycling ability from your graveyard until, alright. Which one are you getting? Which one? Ah, the one that deals 1 damage. My turn? Sure. I'm just... Now this is the part that is scary because... Yeah, let's just... Yep. Now I got the scary part. Pay 2 life. Do I want to do that? Yes. Now, I have no choice but to give up.
That's more like it.
Because imagine that. I have 2 chances. They are both lands. 2 chances and they're both lands. Well, I'd rather cast this one now. I just don't understand why I have to tap 2 lands for that. And I have another Banishing Light. Which is fine, except it doesn't do a lot of. Should I be... Yeah, I should take care of that. Yep. Well, would you look at that? Well, what do I need? What do I... well, there's a lot of cards that I can get that would allow me. Sure. But I really need to get them now. As in, like, right now, I've already spent 2 shatter. I have my mystic already. Fire Prophecy. You may put a card from your hand on the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. But I have to wait until next turn. Hopefully it doesn't cast anything. This one is fine. I mean, gaining 1 life is completely fine. Especially if my opponent keeps on cycling, because he would run out of cards much earlier than me. Well, good thing I saved this island and did not put it into play. Do I have... Well, I mean, do I have a dead... No, I don't. So, I guess... my turn? So I guess drawing Narset, Parter of Veils would be a really, really good... Yeah, I'm gonna resolve that. This one. And I got Mystic, which really doesn't do very much anything other than the other. It's the same as, well, hand has more value than Mystic now. It's not like my opponent will be casting anything huge. That's 2. He can pay for 3. Do I really want to do it now? I have... how many in the graveyard? I have Quench. I have 1 Omen. Sure, let's activate this. And Scry. Well, I got Shatter. It's not so bad, but... Wow. Talking about card advantage. I really wanted to draw a Narset really soon. X damage. Wow. I'm gonna die here. I managed to control the board, except I didn't draw a Narset. And let's just... What's this? We know ta. I don't know. We know ta. Well, 1-1. One win where my opponent has been mana screwed, and then one loss. So that's pretty much even. Now this looks interesting. Just for the fun of having Yorion ready to be casted while you have the Omens, I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. Now, hopefully my opponent's deck is slow so that I can cast Yorion. Well, somewhat slow. Started slow. Started with a tap land. Now I can start arranging my top deck to get more lands. Double strike trample. Yeah. I can't do anything about that. But I can. Oh. My turn. Well, nope. Oh. Well, I don't think I need Shatter yet. However, I need lands. I'd like to keep Fire Prophecy, but I don't have red mana, so let's put them both at the bottom. There you go. There you go. Well, in a way. Double strike, vigilance, trample. That's gonna hurt. So, pay 2 life. I'm gonna delay you for another turn.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Don't worry, I got this.
Oh, that's haste, yeah. Alright, that's dead. Well. So I can cast Omen. I can actually cast Omen of the Sun and Shock. And then I can... I'll shock this now. And then pass the turn. Yep, you can cast it. First strike. Now. Ooh, that's interesting. Now what do I do next? Because I can cast Ral but I don't have. Well, he can start attacking. Yeah, I'll cast Ral.
All tingly, or just ecstatic.
And then I'll scry.
You can bury your crimes,
Ooh.
but your past always comes back to haunt you.
Let's yeah, let's keep it on top, I think. Keep it on top. Nope. To be honest, I don't know. Just this is insurance, so yeah, let's put it on top. And I'm not gonna attack because I'll use them as blockers. Okay. Got a bunch of mentors. Yeah, so you're attacking them both. Well, they're not technically trample. So let's block them. Well, this... Oh, okay. Alright. I was wrong. So how do we do this? Let's play this first. And then put shock, yes, take action. And then let's cast Yorion now. You know what? Let's use this. Yeah.
You're not gonna like this. I guess there's no way to change what just happened. Yep. Odds of victory
Ooh.
look good.
Well, I like them both. Problem is, I wasn't able to cast. Now this is scary. Sure. Fine. You really wanted to kill him, huh? Sure. That's double strike. So how about I kill this. Gets +1/+1. So that's yeah, this, and then this, and then this. have Narset. And I have another land. Let's go and get Narset. The problem is, do I want to throw away my Yorion? Sure. Attack. Oh. Let's try.
I am really into current affairs. Get it? Because current, electricity.
Drawing a
really
lot of
into
lands.
current
Alright, I
affairs.
need
Get
that.
it? Because current, electricity.
So if I cast Narset,
Mind, body, and
I
soul
cast.
must be trained in harmony.
this. You know, just gain life.
Enlightenment
All right.
begins within.
That played out well, except I don't have cards in my hands anymore. So I noticed that I'm running out of cards in my hands, regardless of the card advantage. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's huge. Oh yeah, it's gonna kill Narset. I should have just draw a card.
I need some
Oh,
time alone.
That's fine. Now, do I kill it now? Or... well, yeah. Let's cry first.
When a storm sea washes the dead ashore, super gross and not my fault.
Yep, let's kill it now. No. Oh shoot. He's got Gideon. That is indestructible. I got Prophecy. Yeah, resolve that.
I walk a righteous path. Your light will cleave the darkness.
Well, let's try.
Storms are like a symphony, and I am a great conductor.
And pass the turn. Alright. Oh wow. Okay, so what does it do? +1, you gain life equal to the number of creatures you control, plus the number of planeswalkers you control. Creature whenever you gain. Wow. If you have at least 15 life, then your starting life. Wow. Yeah, that's.
Everything will be fine if we stand together.
Sure. And then it's gonna put lifelink to it, right?
Stronger. Share my light.
Indestructible. So who? Oh, straight to my face. Sure. Well, sure. You wanted it straight to my face. Well, for starters, I kept a not so good hand only because I wanted to play that. Oh. Not that, but that one's good. And then I'll cast this. And then I'll pass the turn. Scry first.
The forces of nature can show us many things.
I've been putting land after land after land at the bottom of my deck. Or a counter spell, because counters doesn't matter anymore that much. I can try and attack him, right? Like it's not gonna matter. Well, I can cast this now. Oh wow. Land never stops. Alright. So I got something here.
That which appears mystical is merely the result of practice. Let me help you practice.
Alright. Well, thing is, I won't be attacking anymore. I need to block. Creature he's gonna cast. So now he's gonna gain life, definitely. Yeah.
Find your inner strength.
So Johnny's gonna go. Pride mate, I mean. Oh shit. You're gonna attack me.
I believe in you.
Okay. Lifelink. And sure, let's block one of those.
You don't have to be this way. Even masters make mistakes.
Alright. Now, what do we do? Because I really need to get something.
If I could just distill lightning into a potion, I would never sell.
Exile target non-land permanent. Well, for starters, I can exile Gideon.
I surrender.
But the problem is, this thing is gonna get bigger and bigger. Oh wow. Sure.
I sense the good in your heart.
Well, before. Ooh, well, I like this. Now, what do I want to do? Scry first.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I make it rain just for fun.
And then I'll cast. Well, can I just use
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
now which one? Should I get the card advantage because it's card advantage and or the Omen because it's technically like a blocker. You know what? I'll go with the card advantage.
Trust me. I have a plan.
Well, would you look at that? Mystical dispute. I think I've put a lot of you at the bottom already. Finally. Alright. Problem is, what if you have 15 or more loyal? Exile a Jani of the Pride, each artifact creature you control.
Friendship soothes the soul. We will meet again.
I already have 2 Narsets in the graveyard. Too bad.
Everyone complains to me about the weather.
Land. More land.
You smell like
More land.
a pure soul can inspire others.
Well, what do you know? I can work with that.
This experiment has shocking repercussions.
What does the captain does? Whenever you dealt damage. Wow. So we need to destroy that. 2 here. 1 here.
Cease your selfish acts.
I need this to die. And I need 1 to you.
We can come back from this.
Well, that's the best that I can do. Wow. Wow. So I guess I can go like this. I really... Wow, shock. Sure. Now what do I want to do? Because this is a 3 something creature. This is also... I can't kill all of them. I wish I could. But I'm gonna be killed one way or another. Well, I can survive this, I think. But this, no, I can't and won't survive this.
I am judge, jury, and electrocutioner.
Oh, is
Stand
this
by and
haste?
watch.
No, it's not. So I can bounce this.
This might be a bad idea.
I can cast this to kill you. That played out well. That played out really well. Well, I can't... Can I counter it? I can make him tap his lands. Sure. Let's count. Nope. Let's just let it play. Oh, that I can counter. Wow. In the end, I am still gonna draw more lands. Let's scribe.
Ride the lightning.
Of course. Another land.
I've got time.
Yeah, it's gonna go straight to my face. Oh wow. Well, it is a good match. It's a good match. So we're like what, 3 games down? 3 games down, or 3 matches down. I won the first one, lost the next 2. So let's try to complete the at least 5 games. We're down to our 4th game. Now I can keep that. I have Quench. I have Teferi. I don't have a way to cast this, but yeah, that's fine. Alright, now I have a way to cast this. What do you say? Alright. Yep. Ooh, he didn't cast anything. Well, yeah, they're both swamps. And I need a blue land. Well, he's probably gonna cast something. 3rd turn. And that is a something that I don't like, so I guess I'll just pass the turn and not cast anything. I have Quench anyway. I have to time. Okay, so that's one of the things that I'm talking about. So he's got Castle, a good target for my field. I will just endure that. Now, I really wanted to get a plains. If he's gonna cast anything, I'll destroy that. I'll get a plains. Now, I really wish that I have an untapped land here, because that gives me yeah, let's just pass the turn. That is, whenever an opponent draws a card and deals 1 damage to that player. Well, unless you pay 2. Oh. That's not good. Yep, I'll take that. What would you look at that? I do have an untapped land. But
those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality are lost. I have just the trick for this.
okay, that's bad. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. What is the creature card you're gonna get? Do I want him to do that? Do I want him to do that? Sure. Sure. Well, you know what? Let me see what I'm gonna get. Fine.
Contain your rage.
Well, let's just activate Narset's ability.
Keep an open mind.
And let's get Lava Coil. I'm gonna die because of Underworld Dreams. Savage. What does it do? At the beginning of your end step, if an opponent lost life this turn, put a... Oh, okay, that's fine. Because I can bolt that. Well, let's bolt that. Yeah, sure, let's resolve that. Cast this.
Ikoria is familiar. I train in the shadows of giants. Enlightenment begins within.
Now I can cast Banishing Light to get the Underworld Dreams. But I'd like to counter the next creature spell he's going to cast, so no. Besides, I kinda somewhat neutralize that option. That plus 1 life. I'm gaining 2, so that should compensate for now. Oh wow, sure. So he took both the blood artist, which I doubt he can cast another one anymore anyway, so let's resolve that, sure. Alright, resolve that. Let's gain.
Breathe in. Exhale.
Kill 1. If I cast, I still have enough to cast Essence. Yeah, that's fine.
I know my responsibility.
Alright. Now, where do we... I guess I'm gonna go with bouncing Omen still.
I'll protect you.
Now, if my opponent decides to cast toughness is equal to your devotion to black, exile up to 2 cards from graveyards, so he can target my graveyard. You gain 2 life for each creature card exiled this way. Sure, I guess that's fine. That's huge. Funny thing is, why is he not casting? That's fine as well, sure. Now if you cast another one, which I really want you to do, so I can cast my Shatter the Sky next turn. Oh yeah, you chose that option. Alright. Well, I like to have Neutralize, and I also like that Omen option.
I've got it.
Enlightenment begins within.
So I'll add white. That should allow me to still cast Shatter next turn, right? Sure, let's do that. So that is too much. Now if my opponent decides to cast something first before he attacks me, then that is good. If he decides to attack first before he casts anything, well, I'll be forced to cast Shatter the Sky, which is fine in a way. Yay! So he falls into the trap. Sure, attack. Attack. Sure. All right. Yay, so my opponent conceded. I don't know why, but maybe because he didn't get... I don't know. Or maybe because I survived. I'm only getting 50 for winning that match. 50 gold coins. It's funny. Alright. Well, we're down to our last game for today. Alright. Gad. Gad is my opponent. In a way, I can start with Omen, and then Teferi, and then Narset, or Shatter, but I have to work on getting that white land again, or white, the plains, or yeah, the white mana. Plus my opponent goes first. So it's the last game anyway. Well, my opponent has Mystic, so I guess that's something I can target. Yo. For the last match, we kinda have a similar deck. Maybe. We'll see. God. Well, drawing another Teferi isn't gonna hurt. Mu Yan Ling. Until your next end turn, or next turn, up to one target creature gets plus. Creature with... Create a 4/4 creature with flying. Wow. Sure. I guess that's fine.
Many have challenged me over the ages. None have prevailed. Do not challenge a raging river.
Alright. Well, I can get the temple. Or a Banishing Light. Except I can't use a Banishing Light now. Actually, there's nothing I can use. I can't cast any. Oh! Well, I guess that's fine. I'll just keep it on top, so I don't need to work on getting my 4th plains or 4th white mana. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 unless you discard an enchantment card. I guess that's fine. I guess this is a mono blue control-ish, tempo-ish deck. So what do I want my opponent to do now is to use Huyan Ling's second ability, which is to create a 4/4 so that I can shock Huyan Ling. And then I can cast the fairy, and yep, that's exactly what he did.
Take to the sky,
He's
my
tapped
friend.
out. I can kill Muyan Ling.
Victory has evaporated from my hand.
I am not going to sit this one.
I can bounce the elemental, and it's
I've
not
done
gonna come back.
everything before.
That worked out for me well. At least, for now. The thing about mono blues is they are light on removal and light on creatures. Their creatures are either too small, too weak to kill an opponent, or too big. So you can't really cast them yet. So in terms of casting there you go, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, so he didn't cast anything.
I've got time.
He can't counter anyway. So I can start, yeah, I can cast Narset now. You can't do anything about it. You can't counter.
Whether friend or foe, state your intent.
Well, there's nothing
Many
else for me to
paths lie
cast,
before
so I'll just pass the turn. Actually, I can play a land. Now this is interesting because, again, if it's just, as I've mentioned earlier, mono blue is light on removal. He probably have the bounce target permanent option if it's available in standard. I don't know. He doesn't have access to Banishing Light, so he can't really do much about my Planeswalkers. Bounce would be his next best option. But for as long as I have Teferi on the board, I just can keep on casting them. So I guess the game plan for him would be to bounce Teferi and then counter it when I try to cast it again. Hopefully that I don't have a counter spell. Or just cast a humongous creature. Something like that kind of creature. Well, I know I want to do this.
Don't worry, I got this.
And I wanted to have 4 mana available. So
Let me help you practice.
alright. Well, let's get the shock. Narset should be fine. No, that's too much. Shock should be okay. Then I can pass the turn. Go ahead. Oh! It is creating a weird tentacle thing. Whenever you draw a second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on. Sure. My turn. Well, it's ultimate.
One spark lights a fire.
So I should prevent you from.
I train every day. No one is more to meditate and prepare.
Alright, this is okay. And then let's up that, pass the turn.
This might be a bad idea.
No, don't worry, Teferi, it's a good idea. Choose a color, add an amount of mana of that color equal to your devotion to that color. So that explains why he's on a mono color deck. The problem is, I already have Narset's ultimate, so whenever I cast any non-creature spell, I deal shock to my opponent's face. And I still have Teferi on the board, so he can't counter anything. And I have Omen, so I can start casting Omen of the Sun. And now I have a creature, and I can start attacking, really. And then I can bounce my Omen of the Sun.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
And I'll pass the turn. Alright, create an 8/8 blue Kraken with hexproof. Tap all non-land permanents target opponent controls. They don't untap. Gain control of target permanent and opponent controls. Oh wow, I gotta kill him now. Alright, sure, let's resolve that. The only problem with that is it has hexproof. So I'll just cast this now. And I'll shock you to the face.
With thoughtfulness before action.
It's tap. All non-land permanents. Well, I will be attacking anyway, so I guess that's fine. He can counter, I guess, next turn. I don't know. Let's just try this. Yes, I'm sure.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Choose the legendary permanently. Oh yeah, this is the one that I wanted to keep. We are going to bounce Omen of the Sea. And we are going to cast Omen of the Sea. Well, we got what we need. Alright. Except I have to wait until next turn. And then we are going to attack. And finally, shot. Alright. So in the end, for the last match, last game, the deck played out really well. Played really well. So, what's my conclusion? Well, I enjoyed game 5, or the last match. I really enjoyed that. Games 2 and 3 are like really close. It's just a matter of if I'm gonna get the right combination of cards on top of my deck, which I didn't. So, too bad for me. Or, well, Magic is at least, aside from a game of skills, there's still some luck added to it, because you're still getting random cards on top of your deck, even though how good you are. If you're getting all lands on top of your deck, you can't do anything with that, right? I'm not saying that my opponent's not good, but if you're against someone who's really good and you're drawing cards, then you're definitely gonna lose. Or maybe what I'm trying to say is, I'd rather lose my way, like I've made a misplay, or I did everything that I can, but I just can't win it, yeah? I'd rather lose it that way than lose by drawing a bunch of lands, even after scrying numerous times. Because I think games 2 and 3 I did. No, anyway, game 1, my opponent quitted. I think game 4 is fairly similar to that, or I can't remember anymore if I beat my fourth opponent. I think I did. Oh yeah, this is the game 4. So I have to play one last match. can't remember it anymore. So this is the last match. In a way, I wanted to keep it because I have Quench, Mystic, and Lava Coil. Yeah, let's keep it. Now, if my opponent don't cast anything on his turn 2, which I really hope he... Yeah, well, anyway. I was hoping he doesn't, but yep, that's fine. So, game plan is, I'm going to continue taking damage from that Ajani Pride Mage. And I'm going to keep on countering whenever another creature enters the battlefield. Wow. Yeah, let's counter that. So the game plan, since I have a bunch of counters, is to counter whatever my opponent casts. And I was hoping he keeps on casting one per turn. Because if he does cast something, well, I'm gonna have to use this now. Because Mystical's Dispute's ability to counter efficiently is getting lower the more that my opponent... Dawn of Hope. Whenever you gain life. Yeah. Alright. Now I believe... Well, I can kill that now. And then I can put it back on top. Yep, take action. And pass the turn. Now if my opponent doesn't do anything, which I'm assuming he may eventually turn to using Dawn of Hope, because you will be creating 1/1 Wild Soldier. However, if you have like something... Oh, he did. Alright. Omen of the Sun. Well, yeah, I guess that's fine. Now, what do you do? He creates another token. Alright. Well, let's reveal that. Now the only problem that I have here is because he can continue to create tokens, or he can. Why didn't I block that? Alright, sure. Now oh yeah, he chose to draw a card. Now what do you want to do? What is that? Ooh. Lifelink, charm, whatsoever. When charmed enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control named Charm's Tray. Which is fine. Now let's describe. Alright. I guess I don't need them. I need some sort of a card advantage. Not that. Because there's nothing for me to bounce. Yeah, let's just kill that now. I mean, it's okay to get, but it still has 4 cards, and he still can create a token if he wants to. In terms of card advantage, my opponent is... Oh, I guess. If I can get Narset, what is that? At the beginning of your end step, if lost or alive, put a +1/+1 counter. I guess let's counter that now. Yeah, I'm gonna block that now. Yeah, I know you're gonna draw another card, which is really nice for you. Not anymore. Alright. Well, what are you gonna do? I don't want to get any. Yeah, I don't want to get any of that. So
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Pick one. Hone your prowess.
wow. Well, I guess Quench. Essence Gather. What do I want to get next? Because I'm about to play a land. Or I can keep it. For now. Let's just keep it. I really don't want to get anything on top. I mean, put on top of my deck. None of those cards in my graveyard matters. Now, if my opponent is going to go with creating another 1/1 route, that's fine with me. I guess I can't let that in because I don't have... Yeah, let's counter that. Counter. Now what do I want to do? How about this? Activate this one first. So let's activate Narset
I have just the trick for this.
and try to get another Narset. Try to cast that other Narset. Try to cast Omen. Omen is 2. Narset is 4. I think I can pull it off. So Narset is 4.
Mind, body, and soul must be trained in harmony.
Alright. I want them both, so keep it like that. I'll add red.
To open the mind, you must first open the heart.
And pass the turn. So if you would gain life, you gain that. What? You gain that +1. Angel gets +2/+2 as long as 25 or more life. As long as you have 25 or more life.
Enlightenment begins within.
Too bad that I can't cast Teferi. So what are you thinking? First thing to do is to ultimate you.
To
Alright.
master the fight, master your mind.
OB2. Sure.
You show remorse, I'll show respect. I'll protect you.
Reckless and unpredictable. It all built up to this.
Well, Yep, I guess that's fine.
I've got it.
When a storm sea washes the dead ashore, super gross and not my fault.
So I can cast Shatter next turn. Oh no, I cannot. Because I need it. I needed a white mana. However, haha, I think I like what I'm looking at. Can we cast Yorion? Yes, we can. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's only a
I won't
matter of
forget our
time.
time together. I have
Let's slow
practiced
this
against
down.
many foes like you.
Oh yeah, I want it. Another land. Can't block. Sure. The good news is none of them are gonna die. Sure.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Sure. Sure. Or can you cancel that and can I read this? What does it say? Can't attack or block. Well, would you look at that?
That's more like it.
Can I cast Yorion? And can I still cast Lava Coil? I think I can. So let's copy that.
For every action, there's a reaction, and you are not gonna like this one.
Keep an open mind.
There you go. I finally got something. And let's pass the turn. Or not. Maybe I can. Maybe I can still do something. Yes.
I can no longer stand by and watch. Here we go.
Wow, so Yorion, Omens, and Teferi Time Reveler ability is crazy good. Because I can... I can get shock. Now, can I still cast Yorion. And what does it do again? Gain 1 life for each. I can still cast Yorion, and I can still have shock. Yeah. Well, let's shock first.
You're not gonna like this.
I shall miss your company.
All right. So, last game is even much better because we're able to use Yorion and the Omens and Teferi really good. So I guess in a way, my takeaway for the 5 games is that I'd like to probably add another Yorion in the deck, since that's how good Yorion is late game. And it seems like I wanted to draw Yorion most of the times when I needed it. So I probably will add another Yorion in the deck. What do you think? If you have any suggestions or any recommendations regarding the deck that I have, or the deck that I use, if you have done a similar build, let me know in the comments below. So, if you got some value out of this, and I really hope you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. But for now, ciao.